Hello there. Today I'm gonna introduce a mobile application. I call it Brancho. It's a mobile sensing app for eudaemonic well-being, promotion, and monitoring. And this is a personal project I have been working on for a year. And I first will talk about why I made this app. Then I will show a demo. After that, I will quickly show the model in detail and backend architecture. I first came out with this idea is several weeks before the COVID pandemic. I was in Wisconsin medicine as an exchange student, and I suddenly noticed a word on a website. That's the word well-being. I was quite mind-blowing. You may not see how special this word is, but think about the question. What does human live for? I have been struggling years to find my answer, but this answer is very powerful. Well-being. We live just for being well. Simple and elegant. Well-being is a concept widely discussed across nations, religions, and political systems. For example, the Chinese call it Le, the Danish call it Hug, the Greeks call it Eudaimonia. And magically, people from different cultures recognize that well-being is a combination of subjective and objective goals. It's way beyond pure happiness. I also agree with that, but how we quantify eudaimonic well-being? Not easy 20 years ago, but now we have 7 billion of mobile phones. They are very close to users, have rich sensors embedded in, and generate huge amount of data every day. It's perfectly capable to measure eudaimonic well-being now. Actually, we already have many wonderful research papers there using mobile phones to measure user health. But the common difficulty occurs on the dataset. We lack of long-term, large-scale dataset. So back to this app, I have the motivation to call people's attention back to eudaimonic well-being, but the starting point is to build an app aiming at long-term engagement and large scale. We do have some apps there can help, but there are some limitations. Some of them are very powerful, capable to connect sensor data, health data, operating system level data, basically everything, but it's not quite user-friendly, and it drains battery fast. What's even worse is that they don't give back values to users who contribute the data, so users have no reason to keep using it. There are also some popular apps aiming at promoting good habits, mental health, or wellness. They serve great value to the end user, but are not able to contribute enough metrics for eudaimonic well-being measurement. Besides that, they are usually expensive. So, knowing these limitations, Brancho have 4 features to address them. It's multi-platform, unified user interface, native technology, and rich data source. So multi-platform. Android iOS is so popular today, so covering both operating systems is necessary. And unified user interface, I built a design system called OWell, specifically for Brancho, to make sure users have identical user experience across iOS and Android apps. This design system also reflects my own thoughts on how to reduce uncertainty, anxiety, and gain positive emotion using animations and micro interactions. I also chose to use native text instead of web text. The reason is that even though web technologies have big advantages to write code once and runs everywhere, but native technology is more compatible with hardware and with the emerging of declarative UI like Swift UI and Jetpack Compose. Native technology can also be deployed to big screens or watches easily and still ensure a great user experience. Although it's significantly more difficult, but I think worthwhile here. So what does Brancho serve? I got inspiration mainly from 4 apps: Gratitude, Aware, GitHub, and Fico Credit Score. Gratitude, as its name suggested, it gives users some hints to help them recall daily life, give challenges such as gratitude savoring to help promoting personal well-being. In Brancho, I'll also do like this, and maybe add to-do list to cover more use cases. Aware is a mobile framework dedicated to log mobile context information by sensor instrumentation. It can connect both operating system level and user level data from mobile sensor. For example, GPS data, activity data, health data, calls, battery status, and so on. But if I want to build a long-term engaging app, active too much sensors will be overkill and cause privacy or performance issue. So we should be very picky on that. GitHub is a code hosting platform for version control and collaboration. It lets you and others work together on projects from anywhere. GitHub has some essential concepts like repository branches, commits, and pull requests. I like this platform because it's strongly objective-oriented and will be interesting to introduce to users other than programmers. For example, in Brancho, we can motivate users to start an open project and help them to find outstanding collaborators. Fico is a credit score measurement system. I'm also wondering if wellbeing score to social network can be as useful as a credit score to banks. So users can use the wellbeing score as a priority to invite collaborators. But it's an open topic and quite sensitive. Okay, so enough talking, let's see the demo. Remind that this is an early alpha version, and because its complexity, there's still several months of effort to be open production ready. And also at this time, Android version is not ready yet, so I'm gonna demonstrate on an iOS device. We have four main screens here: commit screen, score screen, squad screen, and community screen. In the commit screen, we have three types of commits: the moment commit, to-do commit, and person commit. These commits are shown as cards and can be linked to a branch with a specific goal. If we link a commit to a branch, we can see it in the branch details. Branch can be either private or public. If it's public, other users can see it in the community screen. Community contains a lot of user-generated branches. Branches are classified into several topics, for example, study, hobby, competition, and startup. Each user can like, subscribe, share, and comment. Users can also be approved by the branch owner as a team member. Team members can commit to the branch, and add updates to the branches can also be seen by the community. Members can do group messaging in the squad screen. The score screen is the core of this app. Users get an overall well-being score, depends on their footprint in other screens. The overall score is divided into 5 components to give user a better understanding. Each component owns some metric. For example, career component owns a to-do completion metric. Social component contains some social interaction metrics. Physical component contains some health metrics. Financial component includes some third-party tools, such as from Figo score, from Jima credits, and community component includes public metrics from WHO or OECD to show users their human development index or crime rate or air pollution rate. Users can also enable sensors to track their daily activity. In this case, I will enable the GPS. The GPS sensor will record users' location with an interval of 1 hour. Users can also participate in surveys to get better understanding of themselves, such as Big 5 personality. We can also get user feedback from survey. And all this data will be sent back to the cloud service. And now I will show how it works on a physical device. This is a new account with no commit and branch. So we're gonna create a new moment, studio, and person. So this is the demo on the front end, and let's check the back end. So we have several tables here to save all the data. Action data is used to save the different actions user conducted, like data, sub data, or share data. And branch data. And here, this is the latest data we just inputted. And comment data. Commit data. And all the other data here. That's a demo. We have 4 main screens, rich features including diary notes, to-do list, contacts, chat messaging, and social media. And let's see how the modeling works. We have 6 different data sources. Each data source gives multiple variables. For example, from diary notes we get word frequency, sentiment analysis. From sensors we get number of walking steps, GPS traces. And given these variables, we calculate the probability whether this user is in perfect well-being status or not. Then we scale the probability to a score between 500 to 1000. For modeling algorithm, I use logistic regression because of its great interpretability. And in the future, maybe we can try random forest, multitask learning, or transfer learning with some mixed neural network structure. Another important question is where we can get the ground truth to train this model. In other words, how we know a user lives a good life or not. In this case, I got the ground truth from the subjective well-being survey, inspired by research papers. So we send a survey to the user, asking him, how satisfied are you with your life in general? Based on the survey results, we calculate the weight of each variable. These weights will be used to calculate the score of each component. Here the 5 components of well-being is just a hard-coded knowledge and will be adjusted according to statistical methods such as principal component analysis. I'm still investigating on that, and model training will be a long-term iterative process, so hopefully with more data, the model will be more accurate. And this is the architecture of the backend I used in Brancho. It's built on AWS Cloud Service, totally serverless, cross-region with high availability and great scalability. I will not talk too much here because it's still under construction. And the roadmap. This month, I will focus on improving the backend service. After that, February 2023, I will try to release the Android version as an alpha test. And hopefully we will have 10,000 users in the early of 2024. That's it for today. If you think it's useful, subscribe my channel, and if you have any questions or comments, leave it below. By the way, I'm also looking for a PhD position related to this area, so if you want to hire me, just drop me an email. Let's make this world a better place. See you next time.